So Ryder and Goldstein, ball thumped into the deck. Beautiful conditions right now. Goldie got a big piece of it down to Tarrant Thomas, but it was cut off. Billings got in the middle of it. Ryder thumps it. Advantage paid. King nearly. McMillan fists it down. Dangerous spot. Jones pounces and can't kick the early one. Billings pulls his kick to Membry late, and he can kick them from tough angles. Higgins being told to wait for the play on call, and on the full.
Trying to give a little bit of protection for Max.
Or Adley told to go, play on. Umpire cut him, no slack, holding the ball. Holding the ball.
Didn't go far enough.
What's that ball?
Excuse me.
No, what's it for?
I paid holding the football.
Why though? We
I paid no 15. I called it.
Trent.
No 15.
Trent.
Just take where you are.
Yeah, he was calling on 15.
So it's a prior opportunity. He stood there and he didn't handball it quickly enough.
I think they're debating whether it was 15 metres or not.
And whether he called not 15 or whether he just called play on. Because he believes he didn't play on. And maybe the footy gods agree. It's across the face, only behind.
Talk about your good statistics.
Inside, Tarrant Thomas danced his way outside, dumps it in the Ben Brown direction. Can he get there? Does, just in time. Zeeble being carried off in the background. So bittersweet pictures this for North Melbourne fans. Brown lining up, might kick one against the run of play. Bends it into the post. Got Dunstan the runner. Hits him on the run. He's got the over-the-top kick if he wants to try and attempt it. He bends it back just inside 50, and that'll work because they used pick 54 to get him. And he pokes this to Ryder, and he's spilled it. Had a big piece of it. Ross to Billings. Hits the hot spot. Tarrant up early. Spills it though. Loney off hands. A little roller. The kick's late. Dumont floats it to Atley, who can get it and go. Can load up from just inside the arc. Across the face a little. Anderson. And well played Hunter Clark. Spins into a tackle rather than out of one. Long put his heart and body on the line. Simpkin finds some space. Needs to finish. It's clean and they have some momentum.
First chance we get. We just saw Paul Ahern come off, holding on to his hamstring, so we'll hope he's okay, but in the end.
Goldstein somehow hands it back again, and now he hits Hall. Plays on, opens it up, and he's a star when he's on, and he was on right there.
He can run, carry, kicks the ball a mile, and if they can get the ball in his hands, he can make things happen. That's a good finish. He didn't panic. He caught it on the boundary. He didn't want to go back and have the set shot. He thought, I've got space to run. I can open up the angle a little bit and make life a touch easier. And he did just that. A quality finish, a couple of goals back to back, and all of a sudden, North Melbourne have got a decent sniff here.
So a war of attrition right now. Marshall down.
Around him.
Curtis Taylor feeds back onto it. Tried the knock on. Zerhard couldn't cleanly pick it and go. Ross again dives in. Then had to feed it out. Curtis Taylor playing for the free. Anderson plays for the Sharon. Gave it to Higgins. Got his arms free. Back to Atley. Tries to bust straight through Jones. Took him on. Got it to Anderson. Pokes it over Cunnington's head. Missed him. Tarrant Thomas. Tarrant with the sidestep. Murphy, Halston in the pocket. It's been free for a while. He lets it carry, and Larkey gets his moment.
You got that fat post there, Steve-o?
Fourth season for Larkey, and he squeezes that near side. Crumbs it from him. Polek needs a target. Anderson.
So they're starting to control the footy on the outside of the contest as well, and that's something they hadn't been doing.
Curtis Taylor.
Oh, there's a nice chip into space. That's poor manning up.
To make it a two-kick game. From 45, struck it pretty well, likes it off the boot, it's there. Game on.
Other than just bombing it long up the line, and then picking holes in the St Kilda zone, starting to create these opportunities. Jed Anderson, alert, looking around, Often players go back.
Half held by McMillan. Dumont tried to shrug. He's caught. He had Pryor. He's gone. Steele hands it up. Dunstan. Little fumble from Hanbury. Jones, time to steady. Drop step. Gets it on the boot. Post. Now blasts it long in hope. Larkey edged under it. Anderson to the back. Flicks it off the boot. He just rolled it across the face. Andrew like a soccer manager. Barking some instructions, using the body language. Cunnington trying to squeeze it inside. Brown loops it. Larkey bangs it long. It's bending. It's bending. And that's massive. Yeah, this is a moment, team-lifting moment for Under Armour. Great to have them part of the coverage this season, and that makes it.
What they're doing is they're forcing St Kilda, when they are defending, to be a lot more honest, rather than being able to just get in line with the footy and know that the ball.
This Zerha held a little, nearly held it, got it up to Brown. Anderson the knock on. Dumont's in some space, needs to strike it well for the lead. He's missed it. He's the right guy to be delivering it. 4 seconds left. Heads long, goal square. Floating, Jasper Pittard. Perfect timing. And the Norman in a 17 game, or maybe less, season. Cunnington again to start it. To Simpkin. Floats it long. Ben Brown pushed it. Little Howard got a fist on it. Long collects it. Little floater from Hunter Clark. Attacked nicely by Murphy. Taken down by Butler. Rolled in the tackle. Steele. Hanbury. Hunter Clark. Didn't have anyone forward. Went back to Long.
Good kick.
Paddy Ryder stands under this and can go. Butler takes off. Jones. Thought about Ross by hand. And he's turned that over. Well, waited for it in the end. Pittard. Waited for a crumb that didn't come. Paddy Ryder rolls it off the deck. Kent tries to keep it in.
On the boot, or shovel a hand pass out.
Zerha off the pack, bends it around. And not enough.
Wears the players down. Once it gets in open space, it becomes more difficult to get the pressure on.
Thomas to Anderson to Cunnington. Big kick this for the lead.
Come out, Shorty. Thank you.
Struck it well. 5 goals in a row for North Melbourne.
Were they? And North Melbourne, unlike the first half where everything was long and contested, they just methodically chipped the ball uncontested from one end.
Has he got a 52-metre kick in his bag of tricks? He doesn't. Holding free St Kilda.
King.
Top of the square to King.
There it is.
Not sure what that's about, but if I had an explanation, I'd give it to you. Max King, first goal was from a free, and the young first gamer could be the hero yet.
Zach Jones and Jack Laney did a really good job at half forward, pulling the ball across his body to Dan Butler. We didn't think he'd have the confidence to go for the journey. Instead, just a smart kick, and doesn't look to be a lot in that one.
Been ping.
So 3-point game, 5.5 minutes left.
Second goal for Max King.
He's having a think. Heads top of the square instead. Cunnington's the leaper. Off hands. He's got it. Free grabber. To give them the lead back with 3.5 minutes left. Never in doubt. North back in front.
Friday night with Jordan De Goey burst through the midfield, have an impact up forward, and today Ben Cunnington, what a luxury in the last quarter.
It's a clever mark, 1 against 2. Virtually done it one hand.
Oh. Steele blasts it long. North with the spare. Tarrant goes up. Splendid grab against the grain.
There.
Thank you.
To give the Saints the lead back in the seesawing last quarter.
Play on.
Wilkie pulls the kick short. Dunstan maybe just beyond his range, and he knows it. Opens it up. Marshall, big punch. Pittard put his body on the line and crushed it down to Patton. Centering kick, top of the square. Paddy Ryder was there. Plucked Ryder, got his hands on it. Big smother. Polek body on the line. Taron Thomas out of a jam. Dumont. Simpkin. Brilliant by North Melbourne.
Yeah.
Pumps it down the line. Ben Brown, he marks this, it's just about over. He gets it free and it's over. Pumps it long. Goldstein rises, can't mark it. But it could be the last day of footy we get for a while. We've got a classic. And it was nice to enjoy it while we can.